If you're looking for the best expandable carry-on luggage, I bought 7 different expandable carry-on luggages from Amazon. I'm gonna be testing each of them and showing the pros and cons and letting you know which I feel is best. Keep in mind that this is all based on my experience and opinion. I am not affiliated with any of these products. Keep in mind that with expandable luggages, the dimensions for a carry-on luggage is 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches. Some of these luggages, when you do expand them, it is going to exceed that 9-inch depth. But as of right now, these bags all zippered up, they do follow the actual guidelines for dimensions for a carry-on. Keep in mind also though that some airlines, their dimensions for carry-ons do vary. So do make sure that you check according to which airline you plan on riding on to make sure that your carry-on does fit that. So here we have a carry-on from Wrangler. So what we have here is a clamshell bag. We do have one handle up top and one handle on the side, which makes it convenient for when you need to put this up overhead on the storage. As far as the handling goes, we do have a retractable handle as well. So with these clamshell carry-ons, one thing to keep in mind is that you can evenly pack them on both sides, unlike soft shell carry-ons. As far as the wheels go, it is a 4-wheel mechanism, okay? So the recessed wheel design does make it easier as far as reducing the size of the actual bag, but non-rubberized wheels, all right, so imagine that you're going over pavement in Europe or London or whichever. Non-rubberized wheels, there is going to be some hard shock absorption here. Some wheels, they do tend to have 8 wheels, so 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, but here we just have a 4-wheel mechanism. Now, as far as the inside of the bag goes, it does come with, looks like to be a toiletries carry-on, or a toiletries bag, but we'll keep that here on the side for now. So for the inside, we have one side here, we have a pocket over here, and then we have like a strap to kind of seal your clothes down. And the really cool thing I want to show you comes from the back here. So connected to the back here is actually what looks like to be a cup holder that if you pull this out, you could actually put your cup holder here, but it also does hold your phone as well. So while you're waiting in the lounge, you could actually use it to put your phone here or device. It might even hold an iPad, which I'll test out in a second. You could actually use it to stand your phone or iPad as well. So with that connection, you are gonna feel some sort of device back here, which is gonna take up room in the interior of the bag, okay? Keep in mind what you see right there. Likewise with that, this also does allow you to have a portable charger via USB plugged into here. So from here, you could actually plug in your device right over here, which is a USB port, and that'll be used to charge your device while it's standing over here. So neat mechanism overall, but just keep in mind again that this does take up room on the interior side of the bag, which means that you might be able to pack less. On the opposite side of the bag, you just have an empty compartment here, okay? Little tag over here. I don't really think it serves a purpose, but just clear room here on the opposite side of the shelf. So testing out the cup holder slash phone holder here. Here, this is exactly what that would look like. So what I'm feeling now is that it's not the most stable, like it's gonna droop down, as you can see right there, but it does do the trick as far as holding your phone goes if your phone isn't too heavy, so it'll just work like that. Now, I do have my iPad here that I was gonna place on here, but I don't feel comfortable putting it on just because I know that's gonna drop down. As far as cups go, it can hold a water bottle, it can hold a cup, make it convenient for you. One thing I also do wanna mention is this is a 360 roll, unlike some bags. Me personally, I much rather would prefer 360 rolls. Just makes it so much more convenient when you're out traveling with your bag. Here we have a ROCKLAND SOFTSIDE carry-on luggage. So with this in particular, you have a handle up top and a handle on the side. As far as the retractable handle goes, you got one up top here. It is a 360 roll, all right? Tag here you can put in the back in case you ever do lose it, comes with it. Now for the wheeling mechanisms, here you just have 4 wheels recessed inside, allowing you to actually shock absorption, non-rubberized as well. So keep in mind, again, going over those cobblestones might cause some problems, but overall, 4 wheels there. Now as far as the front pocket of the bag goes, we do have a pocket here, right? No other organizational pockets. We do have another pocket up front here, right? No other organizational pockets, but closing that up. Now with soft shell carry-ons, okay, the main difference I would say is that these are able to be squeezed, and it does allow you to, you would have to pack this in a way in which you go from bottom to top, okay? So unlike the clamshell we just went over. There's only one packing area here. You would just have to pack from bottom to top. No other side here aside from this pocket that you see over here. So this does technically expand ever so slightly, that you see right there. But again, just like any other soft shell carry-on luggage, this is at the bottom to top packing. So one thing I do want to mention, and it might not just be because it's a soft shell, but the zippering mechanisms here, there are different types of zippers and some are better than others. The zippering mechanism isn't the greatest as far as sealing shut this bag. I'd say that is something that is quite notable. I don't know if it's just this bag in particular, but for me, I do like ease of zippers. Just wasn't the easiest to zip this back up. So this is a soft side carry-on luggage from US Traveler. So here we have the top a handle. Here on the side, we have another handle. As far as the retractable handle goes, that's what it looks like. Now, one thing to note is that this is not a 360 roll, okay? So me personally, I don't really like carry-ons that can't roll 360 just because you would have to tug it this way, frontward and backward. But as far as the wheels go, these are recessed wheels, so I must say they are rubber. But with this in particular, these are the wheels that are probably most likely not gonna break, okay? So the weight distribution is only on 2 of these wheels. And just like that, you can see like there's no outside recess peg holding these wheels together. It is integrated. So as far as durability goes, when it comes to like going over cobblestone or like hard surfaces, this will do the trick. Now, there's a handle here as well, on the bottom that you see there. For the front pocket, just a simple front pocket there. For the second front pocket, another front pocket there. So I must admit, like these are the type of zippers that I'm looking for when it comes to just ease of zippering. Now for the main pocket, all right, so key difference is that in the other ROCKLAND luggage that we went over, their expansion came from the top portion here. The expansion from this US Traveler bag actually comes from the main component, which I prefer much more. So if we see where the, okay, so here it is. It expands from the bottom here rather than this top flap here. But for the top flap, here we just have a meshed pocket that you see there. All right. And then for the main compartment of the bag, we simply just have the main compartment. All right. 2 straps here to seal down your clothes more and pack it even more. But aside from that, let's move on to the next bag. So this is a SAMSONITE carry-on luggage. It is a clamshell, hard shell. So with this in particular, you do have a handle up top and handle on the side. This does look very nice and it is a 360 roll, okay? As far as the handle goes, the handle really does feel nice as well. Retracts quite easily. So for the wheels, okay? So thinking about wheel design, you have a recessed wheel integration with 8 separate wheels, which means that it's better for shock absorption. So we have 2 wheels here, 2 wheels, 2 wheels, 2 wheels, making sure that when there is weight put on this bag, all of that weight is being distributed towards all 8 wheels. And for the unique thing about this bag, you also do have a USB port slot here in case you want to do charge. I would say I just wish that there was a place for you to actually hold your device, but I imagine that's not going to be the most problematic. Now, if we go ahead and open the bag, again, a clamshell. So we have one area to pack over here with a mesh pocket or mesh zipper. So if you open that up, okay. Here we have another pocket. Now for the opposite side, this is where your portable charger is going to go, all right? So this is the USB that we showed you earlier, putting this in here. I imagine there's some portable chargers that may not be able to fit in here, but it's got a nice compartment for you to kind of hold it down. For the strap, you just have a strap to hold down your clothes and no other organizational pockets. But aside from that, I do appreciate how the bag, it does feel very nice compared to the other bags. As far as the zippering goes, the wheel design goes, just moving it back and forth. I would say this is a bit on the smaller end of carry-ons, but it does just feel overall really good, right? So let's move on to the next bag. So this is a ROCKLAND HARDSIDE carry-on luggage. So also known as a clamshell. Here we have a handle up top on the side, handle over here as well. Now as far as the handle goes over here, that's what it looks like. So this bag, I must say it's quite simple, right? For the wheel design, you have 8 different wheels that are rubberized, which should make it more durable as far as weight distribution goes. The wheel design, it is recessed, right? So for this part here, this is actually an interesting back portion. So this is actually where the handles go. So what they're doing is that they're actually protruding this out so that the handle where it stores doesn't take up too much room on the interior of the bag. So now I did measure this from this side to this side, and it does fall under 9 inches, or like exactly 9 inches. So the design is quite strategic, I must say. Now, moving on to the interior of the bag. Again, clamshell, you're able to pack both sides. But here we just have the main compartment. We have a zipper compartment here with no other organizational components. You do have the strap here that you see right there. Now for the other side, we simply just have one giant pocket. So again, clamshell can pack both sides quite evenly, but overall, I would say this is quite a durable bag. The wheel design is great, the zippering feels nice, the handle actually kind of feels hollow, which means that it might pack less weight, which is still technically good. But overall, great design of a bag, I must say. So this is another US Traveler carry-on bag, soft side luggage. So with this in particular, you have a handle up top, which, so for this one, it actually doesn't like go down. It's actually protrudes upwards, which I do think technically will surpass that 24-inch limit. But I don't think airlines are gonna get you for that. Usually with soft side luggages, you can kind of compress it down like you see right there. So no other handle on this side that you see here, okay? So that's something I've been pointing out. Just because if you're gonna put this up top on the overhead bin storage, you're gonna want a handle here in order to put it up. So now what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to grab it from the bottom and then be able to put it up just like that. And so it does make a difference to have a handle on both sides. But for the retractable handle, you have one there. Now for the wheel design, you simply just have 4 wheels. They are smaller wheels with a recess integrated as well. Not much to say about the wheel component, but unlike the other soft side carry-on luggage we used, this is a 360 roll, okay? So like I've said earlier in the video, I prefer a 360 roll over a 2-way roll any day. Now for the pockets, just regular pockets, we have a front component here, no other organizational components. For the front pocket here, no other organizational components. Now for the main portion of the bag, the expandable feature is expanding on the main side of the bag, okay? So here, this is where it would expand, but it does have the flap here with the mesh pocket, no other pockets there. And then you do have 2 straps here to kind of strap in your clothes as well, but no other pockets on the inside as well. For a soft side carry-on luggage 360 roll, it does do the trick. I think it's neat. It feels really durable. It kind of does compact. It does expand. The wheel design, I do wish there was about 8 wheels to make it more like sustainable for weight distribution. The handle, I don't think any airline is going to get you for this handle because it is going to be able to be compressed down. But let's move on to the next bag. So this is the DELSEY carry-on luggage. So I must say this bag is really neat actually. So starting off with the handle, you do have a handle up here. And see how it kind of retracts back? It really doesn't add to the dimensions of the bag in case airlines are picky about that. It's completely flat. Here on the side, we have another handle, again, completely flat. Now, as far as this handle goes, this is what it looks like. Honestly, I never really know much to say about the retractable handles other than it has one. For the wheels, okay, you do have a recessed design and you do have 8 wheels, which makes it pretty well sustainable for equal weight distribution. Now, as far as the back goes, I thought there was something in the back, but it just looks overall like a really nice, well-designed bag, okay? So this bag is quite unique in a sense that it's a clamshell hard shell. So notice how earlier I was talking about how clamshell bags, you can pack them on both sides equally. Usually soft side carry-on luggages, you can only pack them from bottom to top. But with this DELSEY carry-on, what you could actually do is pack it from both sides that you see here, right? Both sides. But then also, you do have another component here on the front, which if you open up, let's go ahead and explore that. It does kind of fall completely forward. So if I unstrap here, here you can actually see it's another compartment in which you have mesh pockets here. And you do have like laptop carry-on devices here as well. So you can put your laptop here and you can put your iPad here. Makes it very easy also to take it out during TCA check-in or security check. But I would say I would feel comfortable actually. I wish there was more padding, but it does fit a laptop and it does fit your iPad. What it looks like to be here is again, another component. I would personally put like devices, books, etc. in there. But for the main component of the bag, you can kind of see the sacrifice in which The other side, you're not gonna be able to put too much on this other side, but it does have a strap in case you do wanna put some stuff. But here you just have a pocket. Again, more organizational pockets here as well. So what I'm thinking that you can do is that you wouldn't actually need to carry like a toiletries bag. You can kind of organize it here. But let's open this up. Here you just have one giant pocket here as well. So no other organizational pocket. So you can be very creative how you pack this bag, right? Especially for someone who's traveling a lot, carries a toiletries bag and works on the go. Be very creative of how you use this bag just because of this component here that you see there. But then also this compartment here, which I feel like can carry a bunch of toiletries, of course, making sure that's TSA approved. But overall, this is a very neat bag. If you're someone that packs a lot of things, only relying on clothes, I wouldn't say this is the best for you. But if you're someone who doesn't really pack much, but carries a bunch of miscellaneous things like books, laptops, I really feel like this would be a great bag. So here's my overall recommendations if you're looking for an expandable carry-on luggage. So for the best overall clamshell, it really is a close tie between the Wrangler carry-on luggage and the Melbourne carry-on luggage. So both of them, they're 360 rolls. They basically serve the function of what you need for a carry-on. The wheels, they're durable. There are 8 wheels on each, and it's also got a nice retractable handle. I really was debating between both of them. I'd say the only thing with the Wrangler is the unique feature of the cup holder or phone holder on the outer portion of it. But even so, they're both first in my opinion based on how I looked at them. So take it for whatever it is. Just base it on whatever color you want. These two, in my opinion, are the best hard shell carry-on expandable luggages. Now for the best overall soft side expandable luggage, I gotta give it to the US Traveler. It's a nice 360 roll. The zippers don't get caught. The only thing it's missing is that other handle for when you put carry-ons up in the overhead bin storage. You are sometimes going to need a dual handle carry-on, but overall it's got multiple different organizational compartments. The wheels are recessed, but overall I'd say out of all the soft side carry-on luggages I looked at, I do like this one the best. Now I do want to give a special mention to the DELSEY expandable carry-on luggage. So it's a 360 spin. It's got the nice front component for a bunch of electronics, laptop holder. You've got a nice integrated TSA approved lock, and basically the different compartments. If you're someone who doesn't really need a lot of clothes to pack, but you do have a lot of different gadgets or devices like me, this is a great luggage. It looks absolutely great with the titanium model, and it's also, again, it's got those different sleeves for whatever multitude of different uses that you want to use it for. And overall, I'd say this does deserve a special mention on the list just because it's quite unique as far as the interior of the luggage goes, and also the different pocket separated components.